What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's Filthiest Pitches of the Day, the postseason edition. Before we get to those pitches, remember, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you make sure you don't miss any live streams or player interviews. And now, without further ado, here are my filthiest pitches of the day. I'm going to start with Andrew Heaney, who had 1 K in 3 2/3 innings, giving up 1 run. He got a strikeout on this elevated fastball. His fastball plays up in the zone, mostly due to his mechanics and release point. You can see him kind of throw slightly uphill. That makes it tough for a hitter who's also swinging slightly up to have his bat intersect with the pitch. He faced Kyle Bradish, who had 9 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 2 runs on 7 hits. Bradish's stuff was nasty. His fastballs were up to 97 miles an hour, and both his curveball and especially his slider were filthy. I'm going to credit his filth to his new Pitching Ninja t-shirt, which he wore to the ALDS press conference. Here's some home plate views that show you how tough it is to hit Kyle Bradish. Especially check out the movement on that slider. Good freaking luck. And here's an overlay of a 96 mile an hour sinker and an 89 mile an hour slider. And you can see how the tunneling makes it even harder to hit. Bradish's 9 Ks were the most by an Orioles starter in the postseason since Mike Mussina. Merrill Kelly was really good yesterday with 5 strikeouts and 6 scoreless innings, giving up 3 hits. He had this beautifully painted two-seamer, this nasty 91 mile an hour changeup, as well as this elevated fastball. He faced Clayton Kershaw, who was objectively terrible yesterday. Kershaw only went a third of an inning, giving up 6 runs on 6 hits, and he wasn't fooling anybody. Here's a look at the exit velo on those hits. It's almost like hitters knew what was coming. I looked at it, and it's tough to tell if Kershaw was tipping his pitches at all. But regardless, it was a very embarrassing outing from Kershaw. Here's him talking about it.
Just disappointing, embarrassing. I think I just feel like you let everybody down. Guys, whole organization that look to you to, pitch well in game 1, and it's just embarrassing, really. So I just feel like I let everybody down, and.
Ranger Suarez had 4 Ks in 3 2/3 innings, giving up only 1 hit and no runs. He had this painted 93 mile an hour two-seamer, this changeup for a strike him out, throw him out double play, and these beautiful curveballs. He faced Spencer Strider, who had 8 strikeouts in 7 innings, giving up only 1 earned run. Strider's heaters were up to 99 miles an hour, and he combined that with these wicked sliders. Here are a few overlays of his fastballs and sliders. And again, you can see how well he tunnels it and why that combination is so tough for hitters. I also love this sequence against Bohm. He had K'd Bohm with a slider the previous at-bat, so he kind of pitched a little backwards here, tunneling that fastball with the slider. And Bohm thought he was getting another slider, but instead got a backwards K. Strider was pulled after the 7th inning after throwing 94 pitches and was absolutely furious about getting pulled. I love my pitchers with a little dog in them. I couldn't make out most of the words, but you can see him say, "That's fucking bullshit." I do think all of this is funnier if you dub in the dialogue from the foot massage scene from Pulp Fiction.
Maybe your method of massage differs from mine, but touching his wife's feet and sticking your tongue in the holiest of holies ain't the same fucking ballpark. It ain't the same league. It ain't even the same fucking sport.
Here's Strider talking about that dugout confrontation after the game. And I thought he handled this question really well. Keep it all in the clubhouse.
Conversation with him, unfortunately for me, sometimes my conversations are on camera, and I'm guilty of showing emotion when I speak at times. So, just having a conversation with Granny. Some of it wasn't even about baseball. So
Strider did give up a home run to Bryce Harper this game. And I did a side-by-side of this with the home run that Harper hit in his last at-bat against Strider in the regular season. Now, the regular season one is a changeup, and the one last night was a slider. But you can see the locations of the pitch and the locations where they ended up are pretty similar. My filthiest starting pitcher from yesterday was Justin Verlander. Verlander had 6 strikeouts in 6 innings, giving up no runs on only 4 hits. He had this paintish fastball, but I thought his curveballs looked incredibly good. He had this classic Expelliarmus curveball,
Expelliarmus,
where you have the bat going one way and the helmet going the other way. Here's an overlay of Verlander's fastball and curveball, and you can really see how those pitches work together to set each other up. And here's a breakdown of Verlander's pitches from yesterday. He outdueled Bailey Ober, who had 2 Ks in 3 innings, giving up 3 runs and 4 hits, and had this changeup. Now onto my filthiest relievers. Brian Abreu had this filthy slider. Aroldis Chapman had this 101-mile-an-hour diesel. Cionel Perez had these 99-mile-an-hour heaters.
Powerful Adolis Garcia is cut on.
DL Hall had these fastballs and changeup.
1-2-2. Grossman swing.
Will Smith had this White Castle special. Chris Paddock had this heater. Sir Anthony Dominguez had this diesel. Just overpowering stuff. Jeff Hoffman had this disgusting splitter. Look at the drop on that. And my filthiest reliever of the day yesterday was Ryan Presley. He had this curveball with 3,378 RPMs. This other 3,200 RPM curveball that got the duck. And then finished the game with this fastball. And now my pitching ninja moment of zen. Check out the incredible baseball IQ of Carlos Correa. Jeffers makes a great play getting to this wild pitch, and a great throw. And Correa dekes out Abreu by raising his hand as the ball's in the air like, hey, don't throw it. And then starts walking in front of second base, as if the throw is offline. Abreu sees all of this and doesn't slide because he thinks he's going to go in safely, since in his mind there's no play on him. And Correa gets him with this slick behind-the-back blind tag. Another incredible high baseball IQ play by Carlos Correa. After the game, Correa said, you have to break out all your best moves in the postseason, because if you do them during the regular season, everybody knows about it. 4-dimensional chess. What's up, everybody? My picks of the day today are a 4-leg parlay. I'm going to start out with a same-game parlay of Jordan Montgomery for 5 Ks or more and Grayson Rodriguez for 6 Ks or more, and then add in a same-game parlay of Framber Valdez for 5 Ks or more and Pablo Lopez for 5 Ks or more. And then I'm going to add in my FanDuel profit boost of 30%, which is good for any same-game parlay or same-game parlay plus of 3 legs or more. What would your picks of the day be?